What's good, everybody? It's King here. Welcome to another former Cycle Mobile Rivals video. In today's video, I have two clips for you, both being very interesting ones and ones of the most weirdest and just kind of needed regard. But, with the first one is being, not us being too good on defense, but at the same time, trying to do our best to bring forth offense. I'm healer. I'm playing Adam Warlock. Don't be too rash. I'm trying to do the best I can. The entire case of, conflict with the team and, bro, this a bunch of, negativity all came from the fact that we didn't have enough healing to do this and this against the enemies. The DPS being able to down the DPS, that we have, and or being able to just crack down a bunch of pressure on the healers and just simply just a bunch of position comms, a bunch of creative shit, and just I feel like people not doing the best in their own individual roles. I'll talk more about it, but as always, hope you guys will enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, where the case may be, and yeah, have a blessed day. Enjoy the video.
It's fighter time! The current score is...
So we're surrendering?
3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Dog, we barely have a DPS team instead of some tanks.
Round 2, go!
He's 5 and 13 because you not healing the fucking tanks, asswipe. I'm sitting here fighting with Cap, watching him getting jumped. Where the fuck is the heals at?
Get ready, get ready.
Like, what the fuck? Exactly. If the backline don't get contested, we won't win. How the fuck we gonna get to the backline if they not healing us? I'm a fucking tank.
I just want time to hear this say that I don't entirely agree with what the DPS Codabens is saying, right? The Iron Fist is a point, like I said before, the back line needs to be contested or we're not going to win. I was already typing that before he even spoke. So I'm not entirely disagreeing with the fundamental point that we needed better stuff because not only did we not have the best tanks, not necessarily about skill entirely, but I feel like just the other tanks were better objective tanks. They had better meta. The DPS were getting out DPS and we couldn't move around. And the healer is unkillable, so guess what that means? It means everyone else dang near is unkillable. And as a healer, I switched from Adam Warlock because it wasn't working out too best. I switched to Busky, Ting, Susan Storm, and then at the same time, man, when Rocket in the grand scope, and I stay Rock, I think, for the greater second half of the round because this, recording and what you guys are seeing is just by the second half of the first round, if it's an obvious, right? So you guys seeing that and doing all this is entirely built off the fact that if we did not get possibly better pressure on the back line and do what we do, as you're going to see, as this went from kind of being a toxic thing to being pretty much rags to riches to wins, as I say. So, yeah, I just kind of want to go ahead and put in a little bit of some context and talk to be had there.
Y'all niggas didn't target the healers one fucking time.
Dog,
Like, fight the fucking healers.
I'm not 5 and 10.
Fight the
What you
fucking
talking about?
healers.
4.
God damn. Y'all sitting there letting
We barely
Spinning
got the
fucking Rocket
DPS
just
too.
turn they
Nobody's
off.
taking nobody out.
Like, god damn. Because the healer's not dying. We can't get a kill if the healers don't die.
Honestly,
Oh, I'm gonna get some revenge.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Like, bro, y'all see them sitting there all on top of Penny's web, bro. Iron Man is literally running back there every time he get hurt. Like, why do we keep?
Relay deployed. It ain't
It's moving again. Only 60 seconds left.
Hey, aim straight for Iron Man.
That was a little messed up.
Get ready.
We gotta get Penny off that web.
Watch your step.
I got Loki at least, bro.
It's spider time! Down to 30 seconds. Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Man, somebody shoot the Lokis every once in a while.
Keep going.
You're welcome.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Ready to be deployed. I'll patch you up.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint.
You're ready for action.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. I'm trying to help.
Cosmic yarn. Ready to be deployed.
This is your big chance.
Thank you, bro.
From rags to riches to wins.
3.
Fortunately, though, in the second form of fight, we would not only contest them halfway off the case of the first point, which is why they have 4. We did good. Made a comeback, as you guys see with the entirety. To me, all around, I think it's just tied to the enemy team being better. They got a penny. There's the fact of the matter that our DPS, I think we're not all around doing good. I think a lot of composition was needing to be changed. I feel like I put in as much banger work as I could, as my man Rocket was not being killed for a great deal more when I was playing him, and then a lot of my heals or what I could try to do just did not really make all around a difference. And yeah, I mean, we just would lose. Like, there's nothing really we could do, and all the complaints just really tied to just, I feel like, annoyance, and it was just not going to be a winnable game, to be honest. But I mean, I'm hoping this is a showcase of even toxicity. You can win. It's all up to you. Make solutions, not try to just put people down. But sometimes, you win some, you lose some. And so I just feel like, we did enough to win, not entirely because we were bad, but just simply put, shit happens. But this next game is actual proof of that shit not working out in our favor at all in the slightest.
Rise as swiftly as the seas.
It's like niggas want me to play tank, but I gotta deal with
30
healers
seconds before you attack.
that aren't gonna
Get
keep
ready.
up with the tank. I'm not gonna get the drone put on me all game. Loki's gonna have to worry about staying alive all game.
Yeah, Hulk is powered by pure gamma.
Used as a fuel source, it could boost my energy output by 357%.
Not bad, but not as strong as Hulk.
No, I want niggas to know how to play the fucking game. I've dealt with nothing but Lokis who
3,
don't know how to play,
2,
and Ultrons who keeps the drones on DPSs all
all you need
fucking
to do
game.
is capture the mission area. Got it?
Asgard needed new leadership. It needed. Your god is suffering.
I'm never stopped Hulk.
I am the king creatures, heed my command. They should have known better than to betray me. Denizens of the deep.
I'm
Cleanse this place. How refreshing.
Us against the world!
Protect your king.
Render me assistance.
Bring on the chaos. Cleanse this place.
Double KO!
I found one of them.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
So here in this game, as you see, we did pretty proficient when it came down to offense, right? We're putting in work. Fortunately, man got blamed by this man, Mr. Fantastic, trying to be elastic, man, and hit this motherfucker in the air, Ultron. But regardless of that, right, we were doing the best that we could, right? And trying to be, as good as possible, I would say, as a team. Now, the problems that MCU plot twists or just Hulk mentioned is very much true. In the case for, healers not doing the best that they could and this and this and this thing. I think the heals were all around fine, but could have been a lot more better in just usage of, I don't know, healers that were better combo or just healers that did more work. I feel like Cloak and Dagger was fine, to come out at the end, but that should have been at the start. And I feel like we should have just went triple heals at that point. And I was wanting to do that because I asked if he wanted Susan, but then he said what he said. And I just want to comment, like, if you're mad about other games in comparison, be mad. But don't bring that negative energy to people that have nothing to do with that. Literally, we have nothing to do with what happened in your game. So you bringing that over to us when we have no control over that is entirely just ignorant. He came in the game negative, mildly maybe passive aggressive. And when I try to come on and make solutions and try to put in something more, you're going to see how he switches up, which is to me proof of a guy that not only is a crybaby, but has no real merit to be complaining when there's a bunch of possibilities to change if he would just work with the team. He doesn't want to win. He doesn't want to do different. He wants to complain. And that's why, probably with the title of this video, like with last game, but a little bit more sensible to say, is why I feel like Marvel Rivals invites Psych War Crybabies, bro.
Honestly, I just want to surrender, bro.
1, 2, 0.
You wait till the last moment to switch to
Time
Cloak
to
and
switch
Dagger.
things up, including which side you're on.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Don't even turn that fucking mic on. I'm gonna mute this nigga now. Like, you want to say something now?
You keep whining.
Turn that
Whining
shit off,
about
bro.
Cloak and Dagger and Ultron. Don't even turn the mic on. Just surrender. I'm just gonna surrender.
Well, this man sound like Mike Tyson possibly in the body of Crane when he's out here fighting one of Rise's men, bro.
You keep whining.
Turn that shit off,
about
bro.
Cloak and Dagger and Ultron. Don't even turn the mic on. Just surrender. I'm just gonna surrender.
Round 2, go!
I ain't muted. What you mean? I've been said that we gotta use different healer combos. Some healer combos was stupid.
I get that. That's why I said we should use more. Like, listen, bro. Like, I understand everything you're saying, but I'm trying to make solutions. Maybe just chill out a little
solutions, bro. Nah, ain't no solution. Because now we have triple DPS and one tank. So who's gonna go healer, bro? What's the solution?
I don't know. I didn't know that. I don't know why he went that, but I'm just saying.
Because no
I've
one's
been doing
looking.
good. I mean,
you're
I
fine.
guess, man,
So it doesn't apply to you, bro.
I guess,
Cool,
but what I'm trying to say to you is, without like
I'm not
passive
listening to you,
aggressive
nigga.
thing. I mean, you
I'm
just
just
mad.
be quiet. I ain't
You just
listening. I'll
mad.
mute
You
you
just
too,
mad.
nigga. Oh,
You just mad.
don't matter.
You just mad. Like he ain't trying to listen, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like he don't want to listen. Like I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at what we gotta do, bro. He don't want to hear about nobody else.
I'm just
Like,
laughing.
he just pressed, bro.
Y'all mic's on to go out y'all way to say all that shit, man.
Knowing damn
I
well,
don't know what you talking
like,
about, bro.
you turned your mic on to say that, bro. Shut the fuck up, man.
Like, that don't even make any sense. Like, he don't even know what he talking about.
Make no fucking sense, bro.
You know, we're playing till death and not been trying to make any solutions.
Especially the dude that mocked them. That made me laugh.
I muted that nigga. I ain't even hear him.
Damn, I got chopped down. Where's the heels at, man?
One healer, bro. I heal. But then we have one tank.
Now we have no tanks.
You need to stop that.
It's like, I don't know what to do, bro. Like, niggas.
But I just want to go time in here to say that I was wrong about saying this, right? Not because entirely the fact that in some way it is technically wrong against Iron Sora to an extent, but I didn't actually mean this towards him. I mean this towards MCU plot twist. He was not playing Venom. I thought he was. I wasn't entirely looking at that. And the only reason why was not just because of the mix. I was focusing on mainline the game. I couldn't see in between the points at the conversation or the mix of the fight because, again, I was worried about the fight. And beforehand, I was looking at something else and not tying my main screen. I was trying to handle some business. And I just wasn't really worried about hearing him. So that's why when you hear me say, all right, if it's an obvious, I'm not looking up anymore. I'm looking at something else because there's no point of talking fully, right? But as well, it's the fact that even though what I said to him was not entirely needed, there's a level of truth to the fact of not just him, but MCU plot twist or Emma at that point, right? It's just being a crybaby. Like, this is going to be greater shown, but how can you make all these mixed matter complaints? Any person I point to or give this, like, feel like I'm trying to insinuate to be this, I'm not just saying is that. I'm just more doing it by motion of action. But to get to the point, how can you go about complaining, doing all this, and when somebody comes in and they talk about trying to give solutions, have the nerve, go into Iron Sora, say that I come in at the last second to just say whatever. No, I'm coming in here to actually say something of greater merit. You came into the game negative and mixed bag passive aggressive. I'm not in here trying to make myself sound better, but just trying to provide possible ways for how we could push beyond. If we had combos that would help our DPS or tanks do more, maybe we could actually best the odds. They have that. We could have ran triple support. I don't know. I was just trying to make some possible solution. But he don't want to win the game. He just want to complain. And, I usually don't talk and shit because not only is there not really anything for me to say, I don't really have anything to say. And when I do have something to say, I will say it. But I'm usually not a type of person. I'm not a very talkative, grade A person. I'm not an introvert, but not entirely an extrovert. I'm focusing on the game. I'm not here to talk. That's not the initiative. That's not the plan. That's not the objective. And most of the time, my call outs or my talk can be done by typing. And when I usually talk, I'm not here spouting mad or being out of pocket, I would say. I would like to say I'm a very nice, general, person. But sometimes, in the wise words of some people's moms, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. There's also the fact that a man can be very competitive. I don't want to come off like I'm trying to put people down or being mad or whatever the fuck, right? And in the wise words of Level Uplifting, shout out to him. If you're not crashing out, you're not playing Marvel Rivals. And some of y'all who know me, this goes on two different sides. I'm not a very talkative person. I'm not a very, grade A person that's going to be doing this on a general merit, especially if I'm trying to focus, aka locking in. And it's also just the fact that if you have played with me, in real life or whatever, that man can get rage here. So I don't know, very aggressive or something because I got a lot of pride, not so much pride to the level of Vegeta, I would say, but it's there and it's obvious. It's obvious. Ain't nobody could deny that I got pride, but I mean, who don't? Some occasions, probably more than others. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't lie, but again, it doesn't change the fact that it's still the truth. I'm saying more than what you're saying, and this guy did come off laughing like a crackhead with the something I also want to say without going on a whole yap session that you arguably have no reason to be laughing that hard and or just coming off as very random in your own talk when you arguably are not bringing none to the team doing that, and someone being quote unquote a sad fuck does not prove that, does not change that. You just sound dumb. Your entire reason for even speaking is in the grand scope, I would say irrelevant too. Like, just stop talking, generally. Like, I don't know why some of these people be just in here sounding weird. Because this man sound like he a 40-year-old man. Go take care of your kids, gang. Jesus, like, I'm playing around a little bit, but it's just facts. Like, is it me or is like when you play anytime Marvel Rivals, you get a drunk guy, high guy, stereotypical wife beater looking dude, whatever, bro. Like, gee.
I want to play weird characters so bad.
I wasn't even the one crying. Why are you typing that? Wait a second, what?
Better stop that vehicle!
You just mad because you thought I was on your side to talk shit on him?
He already.
Nah.
Bro,
I thought you were playing him. He was playing Venom before. He was playing Venom before, so that's why I was saying what I was saying.
Niggas call out what the problem is, and you got a problem with that. We're getting fucking ran over.
No, it's the fact that this guy wants to just complain and not make solutions. So it's not even about that.
He should not be getting ran over, bro. But it is what it is.
I mean, he don't want to listen to possibly solutions. He just want to talk shit.
He didn't quit.
Damn,
he said there's no solution. So what's the point of complaining if you're not gonna try to make solutions? And you just come in here laughing like crackhead. I'm just saying, like,
instead of hurting my feelings, how about you say something nicely? No, nigga. You didn't even apply to him. He the one that's doing the kills. You want to
like crackheads? That's crazy as hell. Your life must be sad as fuck, man.
That don't even make any sense. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
Nah, bro.
Of course it don't make sense when you a sad fuck.
That's not even anything, bro. It doesn't make any sense. How does that logic make sense to you? You sound like an idiot. No one's a sad fuck. You sound like an idiot. Your name is Iron Sora. Like, what does that even mean? Like, that doesn't even mean anything. Like, you're saying it doesn't make sense when you're a sad fuck. You literally came in here laughing like a crackhead with no purpose. How are you going to complain about the team and not try to make any solutions in comparison? If you feel all this high and mighty, then go the other stuff that matters. Obviously, it doesn't apply to me. But why are you talking shit and you're not going to try to make your own possible way to change it? There's no point in complaining about something if you're not even going to try to make any solutions at all to fix it. I'm saying that we should just do that, and like, this nigga already went off doing that. Idiots, bro. Idiotic teammates, bro.
Maybe the last time I have to go and speak, I know I've been very talkative here. I'm not going, yap y'all ear off too much. I just hope that's showcasing the fact that on both sides, there's capabilities to win, even if you're not entirely having the entire, way to win, be right there, right in front of you. It is capable. You shouldn't just derive your entire complaints from what is seeming to be a loss or, not even a chance, be the end all stain for bad, because there's multiple ways to win if you actually put in the work for it. I don't want to come off like an anime sensei, but it is at the end of the day truth that there ain't no bell in life, and the only person that stops you is you. So if you really actually want to win, most time a positive mindset is helpful. I also do want to say that even though it's still wrong to go and call that out, it is, again, fair stuff to go ahead and say this and this person is not doing the best, and you don't got to be nice in it. I never said you entirely have to, but I'm saying you're just unnecessary doing that, and sometimes you can come off in a better way. At the end of the day in life, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And you weren't saying anything of good merit. You came off with the intentions to put people down. You already called out our healers for literally just starting off. You didn't even bring no better sense of possible, like, consideration that these people might be as good as they possibly can with these characters, and they will try to put in work. So, I mean, again, it doesn't even matter if I'm not, coming into the mic, you know what I'm saying the same shit as you or not. It's the fact of the matter is that, again, it's not needed to try to be beckoning a whole new level of negativity in this sense. It's also like, just because something doesn't apply to me doesn't mean I can't reasonably speak about it. That's the most dumbest logic ever, and no one talks like that about different other games and as well things in life. So that's stupid. Plus, again, I'm trying to make solutions. Yo ass just complain. So like it doesn't matter. I also want to say that, unlike a person on PC where I can see the entirety grand scope of, the entirety of, the like whole game itself, I can't, fully do that. It might just be more of a mixed bag PlayStation thing more than a console thing. But I also want to put that in mind, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, simple as that, just niggas that like to complain, don't really have a purpose for why they saying what they saying in the overarching grand scope. I hope within all this, you know what I'm saying, that you guys not only enjoyed, maybe got some wisdom. I don't know. Let me know, you know what I'm saying, what you guys think. If you guys thought was right, wrong, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Put in your opinion. I love y'all. I hope you guys will enjoy more about the content to come. And yeah, like I said before, at the start of the video, hope you guys will enjoy, more of my shit. Leave a like, share, subscribe, comment. Hope you guys enjoy it. And see you guys in the next one. Peace out, man. Love y'all.
Us against the world!
I am Asgard's might.
I still need you.
Time to release.
Bring on the chaos.